Good morning, Flosstube, and welcome to my video. This is Gammy Stitcher, aka Leona, and I want to thank you for joining me today, and welcome. And if you're a new person watching, thank you. And if you're a returning person watching, thank you again. I appreciate everyone, and just want to welcome you here. I'm going to start out today with cross-stitch whips, which you've pretty much seen because most of my whips that I'm working on right now, they haven't changed a whole lot. Gonna start out with this one here, which is the month to month for stitching with the Housewifes. And I'm still working on this one. And here's my progress that I've made so far. Like that. And I do want to thank Pam and Steph because I did my progress this last Friday at the library with the little stitching group that I've met. And I really want to thank Pam and Steph for that because they introduced me with Stitch Harmony. So I got invited by a lady that lives here close by, and I really enjoyed the time there. And here's my next one, which is the Sailor's Wife, which is my sampler for September. And this is all I've gotten on that one. This is stitched on 32 count, which I'm really not used to using at all. So it's going to take me a good bit of time because I'm just, it's pretty much the first time I've used 32 count. And the stitching with the Housewifes is stitched on 14 count lemon chiffon. And then my next one is Lighting Santa's Way. And that's where I got on that one. Just my little gnome. And let's see. I know I had the page. Okay, yeah. And Lighting Santa's Way is going to be this one right here. Oh, this one. So I've got biggest most of the gnome done. Just have the reindeer and his shoes and hands. And then my next whip is a part of my haul. I got a JBW Designs 12 Days of Christmas, My True Love Sent to Me, and this is book 2. And I'm going to do 4 Calling Birds, which is that one there. And this is where I've gotten on that one. And I have a mistake because my circle doesn't meet up. So I've got to go in and figure out where my mistake is so I can fix that. And this and the gnome are both done on a mystery green. I don't know what size the fabric is or what the color name is. Somebody gave it to me. And then my last whip is, of course, my Welcome Autumn, which is by Primrose Cottage Stitchers. And I finally finished the border at the bottom and got autumn finished. And all I have left are the pumpkins on this side over here, this side, and the sunflower that goes over there. And this will be ready to do in a finish. So I'm hoping by next week this one's finished. And it is done on 14 count dirty. And I changed 6 of the colors just so I wouldn't have to go out and buy floss. Okay. That is the end of my whips for this week. Now, in my comments on one of the videos, someone had asked me to share one of my stories. So I'm going to share this first story about living in Italy. And we went there in August of 1999. And August is the worst month to go to Italy. We went there and my husband went and left right away. So I was left in a country that I knew no one, and it was packed, like super, super packed. If there was 2 lanes on the highway, they made 7. So I was terrified to drive. I was terrified to go anywhere. My kids were terrified because they shot off firecrackers that sounded like bombs going off. My kids cried every night because they were scared. They were little bitty kids at the time. He left for the whole month of August. I didn't drive, so we walked wherever we went. Trying to think. When we got to the airport in August, I was also scared because we got off the airport in Italy. And the carabinieri there were walking around the airport carrying machine gun looking guns. Everywhere you look, that's what they had. And I will tell you, in Italy, if they tell you to stop, you better stop because they will shoot you. While we were there, they shot a 15-year-old kid right outside the base because he didn't stop when they asked. It was very pretty. I loved going to Germany and visiting. I loved Italy to visit. We went to Vicenza. We rode gondolas. I loved all of that. But as far as living there, I never want to do it again. It's a nice place to visit, but don't live there. Okay, well, that was one of my stories. I'll save my story about flying on 9/11 for another video. And this was all with the Navy. We lived in Italy for 2.5 years with the Navy. My older daughter came home early, and then we came home a couple of months after, and then my husband stayed for another 6 months in Italy. But now I will move on to haul, which I also didn't have a whole lot of haul this week. Guess I should have opened this up. Sorry about the crinkling. But I ordered me a shirt while it was on sale. from Fat Quarter Shop. And it is the Jolly Housewifes, I'm guessing long sleeve shirt from last Christmas. But now I have a housewife shirt, and it's a long sleeve, which I don't have very many long sleeve shirts. And then, of course, the other thing I got from Fat Quarter Shop was the JBW pattern for the 12 Days of Christmas. I got that from Fat Quarter Shop as well. And then from an Etsy shop, I'm trying to see the name on that sticker. Easy Stitch Forum, it looks like. And I got the 14 count with the spider webs. I've been trying to get this for a while and haven't had much luck finding it. And finally, I found it at Fat Quarter Shop, so I ordered it. And that's pretty much the end of my haul. I have another Sunbonnet Sue quilt I can show you that I bought to practice long arming on. This one is purple. The other one I showed was green. And this one is purple. Pretty much the same kind of thing. It's just different Sunbonnet Sues. Dressed in the little purple dress. But yeah, I got this from either OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace. And I figured since it's just a top, I can practice on it. Do my long arming on it and see, get some more practice in. So that's my purple Sunbonnet Sue. And then this weekend, I got this one ready to long arm and intended to work on it. And I got frustrated with how long it took me to put the sandwich together that I just put it aside and didn't want to touch it again. But it is ready, and it'll be my first practice. And it's just a wall hanging that says love. And it's going to be my first long arm practice. So hopefully by next week, I will have worked on this. And you can see some of my practicing on my long arm. But that is all I have today. This is a shorter video. I didn't have a lot of whips and I didn't have a lot of hauls, so I do want to thank you again for watching till the end. And I appreciate you very much, and thank you for returning watchers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, if you could subscribe and like and comment, it would help my channel a great deal. And I would really appreciate that as well. So I hope you all have a good week. Until next week, happy stitching, and bye-bye.